Hi everybody, welcome back to the bench. I am Doofus. Today we've got some new stuff for you. We're going to try a new build. This is Mayako MX8-26 Limited Edition. I also have the LCG setup from Mayako, so we can build a low center of gravity car. That's with the shocks very much laid down, front and rear, and low battery packs, saddle packs. Kind of the bag zero part of this build is that I wanted to explore some things. All right, Mayako has some things going on that I think are very, very interesting in the market. One of those things is that they're very much focused on the community aspect of RC racing, right? They don't have a traditional manual to build from that I can find. The expectation is that when you buy Mayako kit, you have access to the Mayako community, right? I'll show you as I open this box up. There'll be a QR code on the chassis plate that we can use to, get access into that stuff if you don't have it already. I actually set up a performance community membership for myself, and I am on the Discord and all that good stuff with Mayako, and have access to the wiki and all the performance parts and so on. So I don't know how much I'll be able to show of that part of it, but we can show what we can. I mentioned the word community. They mention the word community quite frequently. They don't have sort of a traditional race team, right? There is a youth mentorship program that tries to build sort of a stable of racers for the brand, but there's not like a traditional art like race team. It's they actually use the word community, right? This is a community. You're community members. Everyone can participate in the community. And that's very interesting and different from the other manufacturers in that you do have that sort of sense of community as you buy an Associated or a Techno, right? But you have to kind of find that community on your own at the racetrack, Facebook, wherever it is that you interact with other people who have the same platform as you, right? Mayako makes it very easy to get access to that community. You get that Discord access, so you can go in and ask questions. You have troubles with things. You can get helps with builds. We might even need to use it today. People put race reports up, add in customizations, right? 3D printing models and stuff like that, so that you can 3D print parts for your car. My understanding is that I need to 3D print a radio box for this one, so we'll get into that at some point too. What else can I say about Mayako, the brand, and kind of the community? I think that's kind of it, right? The idea is, again, to have the sort of world of Mayako available to you right out of the box, right? Instead of having to create your own entry into a community and that sort of thing, they just give you access to the community. And that's fantastic and different. So with that, I guess we can dig right into like at least opening the box and take a look at what's inside, right? Before we get to build. Mayako. Got a bag with a wing. Looks like it's got a brace that you can mount in the back of it. That's kind of cool. I'll take these parts out and kind of lay them out on the bench before we go. Bag F. Looks like a gearbox and arms. Carbon plates for the arms. Bag K looks like side pods, skid plates, drive shafts, bumper, and some fasteners. Some O-rings as well. I'm not sure what those are for. Guess we'll find out. Here's another bag F. Why is there two bag Fs? There's a bag HF, right? This is bag H and F somehow. Maybe it's just because these are shims spacers and that kind of stuff. And that will be used for bag H and for bag F. I'm going to guess. They did give us a body. Nice. We have a raw speed body too that we can use. Here's bag C. It looks like gearbox and arms. These look like front. Interestingly, no carbon fiber plates in the front arms, but they do include them in the rear arms. Interesting. Here's bag H. This looks like rear hubs, out drives, hinge pins, hexes. That's to complete the rear end. What else we got? Bag J. Looks like a steering bell crank, servo saver. Yep. Bag M is here. That looks like hammer links. Oh no, this is the chassis brace. Oh, and the floating servo mount. Very cool. I'm excited about that. I want to see how that goes together. Oh, here's bag A. This is going to be our start, right? Shocks, front and rear. I need to take a look and see what we have for a piston selection. We're also going to use the LCG rear shocks out of that other bag. Here's bag B. It looks like this is all diffs. And that center diff is a monster. That should be interesting. Bag I. Looks like battery tray and straps, some carbon fiber plates. I think these are risers for the gearbox. Let's see. Bag G. It's like a wing mount. Hammer links. Shock tower. I don't know how much of this we're going to be using with the LCG build. We're going to have to figure that out too. Bag OPB1 includes shock pistons. They look like what? 5-hole by. They're pretty big. Oh, they're 5. There, it's labeled there. 5 by 1.5. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. Bag E looks like hexes, outdrive shafts, steering plates for the front end. Bag O looks like it's some plastics. Not quite sure what those are for yet. some shims, maybe. Bag OPA1 got springs and sways. We have springs and sways as well that I'll probably use in place of these, but we'll see how it all works. Bag D looks like shock tower, camber link. I don't know how much of that we're going to use either. We'll see. Bag L got also some links. Maybe these are camber links, steering links. We'll see how that goes. Bag N has motor mount, a couple of them. LCG power unit and LCG power unit. Not quite sure what the story is there. Does include a pinion. That's interesting. A lot of kits don't include pinions with their builds, so you can customize what you do there. Also has a couple of plastic servo horns. I would not use these in any case. Get metal servo horns of some brand or manufacturer. Techno, probably. And here's bag OPD. Looks like that's the front hubs and spindles. Some shims and inserts. And then lastly, we have a chassis plate. Now, on this chassis plate, there is a QR code. Looks like that. So your MX8-26 Limited Edition plate includes that QR code. And if we scan that QR code, what do we get? We go to go.mayako.com, my.mayako.com. Mm-hmm. There we go. Select your kit. MX8. Why wouldn't it automatically have the MX8-E26 on here? Well, the closest I got is the MX8-E25. Let's select that one. There's a manual. Let's see what she looks like. I better bookmark this so I don't lose it in the future. Yes. Yes. I will keep this. Actually, let me see if I can share this over to my laptop. I'll put a link in the and into the description as well. Oh no, that's not a link. It just sent the actual whole file. Okay, even better. So that's the manual. I'll bring that up and share it on screen as we kind of go. We're gonna have to figure out what we do for shock builds. Yeah. What else we have? We also have bag with stickers, antenna tube, and some masks for the body, window masks. Let me open the bag up. I'm gonna see some of these stickers. Because they gave you a full sticker sheet with tons of stickers on. Mayako. Fast vehicle. Say no to racism. Like it. Warning, fast vehicle. Cool. I like it. Window masks. We'll stick that stuff on later. We won't need an antenna tube.